Ladies and gentlemen, get ready to be entertained, enlightened, and educated about men's secrets, and dating advices decoded as we dive into another episode of Men's Secrets Exposed podcast and show. Welcome back. New week, a new show. Men's Secrets Exposed podcast. I am your host, comedy magician Dewayne Hill. We are going to get into it. Welcome back, my male co-host, my friend, my pal, Mr. Ricky. Ricky, say what's up.
How we doing, guys?
All right, we're going to get into it a little bit. We're going to try to get as many questions done in this show as we possibly can. So, first question, what are men's perspective about their ex-girlfriends?
That would depend on how the relationship ended. Like, if you end on a bad breakup, then a lot of men would just resent their ex-girlfriend, like they refuse to talk to them ever again. Like they would just pretty much erase them out of their lives. But if it was like a mutual agreement, like you just felt like the relationship wasn't working out, but you still want to be friends, a lot of relationships have worked out like that. I'm still fairly cool with my ex-girlfriends. Like we don't talk and hang out like every day. If we were to cross paths in public, we'll say, hey, we'll be friendly with each other. But I try to get rid of all the bad blood between us. Yeah. I don't want drama like in the future. I don't want you just talking down on me or thinking less of me just because we broke up.
Yeah.
We're going to keep it clean and we're going to keep it straight.
Right. Ladies, to this question, I hate to give the answers of it depends, because I hate it when I ask a question, I hear that answer. It depends. I have to say it for this. The perspective about the exes, it really will depend on the man's state of mind. Okay, me, I'm the type of cat that I don't like making mistakes, and I don't like redundancy. So, I have taken a lot of time that, when a relationship ends, I sit down and ask myself, number one, what did I do wrong? Me, as a man, what did I do wrong? And then I ask, what can I learn from this? Looking back, as they say in hindsight's 20/20, it's like, what past mistakes did I make sure when I get in a new relationship I don't make? So it's a lot smoother sailing. It's a lot, what issues did I have that I didn't, but I'm a little bit different. I'm a big believer, for those that follow me on the business side of what I do in my entertainment business, I'm a big believer in self-help and educating yourself, and I think we all need to do that, men and women. You need to educate yourself on your strengths, on your weaknesses, what are you good at, what are you not good at, and looking at your past relationship, as they say, sometimes the past can be a precursor for the future. You need to ask yourself, what are some things that kind of went wrong? What did I do that I messed up on? And sometimes, you need to have those conversations with your ex. You need to, I know I'm going to say this and I'll probably get backlash from it, but I know some ladies their pride wouldn't allow them to do that. I know there's some women out there that your pride wouldn't allow you to call up your ex dude and say, okay, look, this didn't work. What's your point of view on why it didn't work? And actively really listen to what that man's got to say. That's if you want to be a better person. I was always willing to do that. I would look back and say, okay, where did I drop the ball here? Where did I mess up? Where was the disconnect on our communication? Where was the disconnect on expectations? What was the disconnect on deal breakers? Did I say this? Did I not say this? I don't overly scrutinize myself, but I'm willing to sit down and take out, and I've done this. I'll take out a sheet of paper and start making a list of some things. It's like, okay, I did this wrong. I should have done this better. And then what that's done is that's prepped me. And, like the current situation I'm in right now, where a lot of those issues and arguments I don't have, because I've already learned from what I've done in the past. So some guys are just bitter. Chick broke up with you, and they just mad. Well, she was this, she was that. So that's some guys' point of view on their exes. Other guys, it's like, well, she was crazy. She was crazy. Well, ladies, if you dating a guy and he tells you all four of his ex-girlfriends was crazy, there's some information he probably leaving out. If they was all crazy and he's the only one that's sane, well, there's some information that's probably being left out. Because now, Ricky, right or wrong, if a man's out on a date and he's talking to this prospective lady, and all her stories are, well, he was just a jerk, and you hear that about 4 times, men start to wonder, what did she do? What is she not saying?
Yeah, like I want to hear it from both sides. Like, were all your ex-boyfriends just jerks, or were they a jerk because of you?
Yeah. So, ladies, that door is going to swing both ways on that. If you were the guy and he said, "Oh man, she was crazy," what happened to? Oh yeah, man, she was crazy too, man. She was nuts. What happened? Oh man, she was stalker crazy, man. Used to hear that about 3 times. He's the common denominator, as they say. He's the common denominator. So, that tends to be men's perspective about exes. Some men are very bitter, and they don't want to think about the ex, and they're mad at the ex. And then there's other men, if they're smart, they're going to try to learn from it. So, that's what I think. Next question is, when do men say enough is enough in a relationship?
When the stress hits its peak.
Yeah. This was asked in another show. The way I summarized it was, when a man feels like he feels worse in the relationship than he feels better. Hey guys, again, thank you for listening. We appreciate your feedback. Appreciate everything that you're giving us. The questions, keep them coming in. If you're enjoying what we got going on, much appreciated. I am attempting to do a much bigger overall scope of entertainment, and I'm trying to sign a multi-project deal with Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, or Apple. If you're enjoying this and you think it would be good on their platform, think this could help other people, and you think this would be beneficial, please reach out to one of those 4, or all 4, matter of fact, Netflix, Amazon, Hulu, and Apple. Let them know that you dig what we're doing, and let them know that you think it would be good on their network. Thank you. Bye. When he really does feel like the good outweighs the bad, he'll stay in.
When he complains more than he gives praise.
Yeah, then he's going to get out. Because now it's like, why am I in this situation? I feel worse being in it than I feel better when I'm by myself. No. If he feels worse being in it, he's going to get out. He ain't going to deal with it. So that tends to be it. That tends to be a lot of men's breaking point. It's like, you know what? This is more bad than it is good, and this is hurting me more than it's helping me. That's when the man typically gets out. But a lot of men are optimistic. They think they can fix it. They think it can be solved. They think, it can be salvaged. They kind of hold out hope. And some men kind of hold on longer than they should, when they just got to just accept the fact that some things ain't going to get better. And if it's causing you more harm than good, then that's when it's time for you to kind of roll out. So,
Definitely.
Yeah. Next question is, if a family member tells you to focus on your career and let go of your current girlfriend, would most men do that?
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
That's me. That's a no, because it is not that family member's business to what I do in my life.
Yes, preach.
This is my life, my relationship, my path of life.
Yeah.
Get your own business, do your own stuff, but you gotta leave me and mine alone.
Right.
I will deal with it. I will deal with the negative and the positive. I will deal with the success. I will deal with the consequences. But you have to know your boundaries and stay out of mine and deal with yours.
Yeah.
That's as simple as I can make it.
Yeah. I mean, and here's what this is the vibe that I get looking at this question. If a woman's asking this and probably a dude just broke up with her and he used that excuse, well, my family said I need to focus on my career and not be in a relationship right now. Well, I mean, pulling back the curtain on bro code and violating bro code a little bit, he just said that to probably this lady because he wanted out of the relationship. And he's trying to use his family as an excuse, because I feel like most men wouldn't really do that. Even though we know that our family has our best interests in mind, and we know that our family wants the best for us, most men, you know, if a family comes to you and you say, hey, you know, don't be in a relationship and just focus on your career, most men ain't gonna listen to that. If they're listening to it, because they want to listen to it.
Say they want to listen. They don't know how to make decisions themselves. They want somebody to make a decision for them.
Yeah.
They want to take the easy way out. Like, what do you think I should do?
Right. Yeah. So ladies, to answer your question, I think for most men the answer is no. They ain't gonna listen to that. They're gonna make their own decisions, and you know, if a man's saying that, he's just using that as a nice way to politely leave, as opposed to just saying, hey, look, you know, this ain't working for me no more, and we got to split. So next question, do men believe in second chances?
Yeah. You can't leave. Well, you can't go based off that first time. The first, like, you break up the first time, you've learned. You have a chance to learn about, hey, what did she would think about, hey, what did I do wrong? Like, how did I hurt him? Like, what can I do to be a better person? Because I truly love this man. I want it to work.
Yeah.
They deserve that second chance. But I feel truly just a second chance. The third time is you kind of cutting it thin. Like, your patience will be weighing thin at that point. Like, you probably wouldn't even go for it. But yeah, I do. I believe in second chances. You got to give that woman a second chance to see if she truly learned from the first time, like what she did wrong or what I did wrong as well.
Right.
Like, I want to make up for that.
Yeah. I think I tend to always have a personal rule. I never went back. If I got to a point at the end of a relationship where I said, okay, this is it, and the relationship is over, you know, now I'm not a saint and I'm not a priest, okay? It don't mean that I haven't, you know, went and revisited, you know, and, you know, all, you know, Netflix and chill. I ain't saying I haven't done that with an ex after we said we was done. But to the point of entering back in, just me, you know, I remember my mom telling me a long time. She told me this a long time ago. She said, if certain things didn't work, when you really put in your effort for them to work the first time, what makes you think they're going to work the second time? And that spoke to me. And I mean, I was probably 14 or 15 when she said that. And it always stuck with me. Like I said, I'm not a priest. I'm not a saint. You know, I'm human. You know.
Do me a favor. Say that question one more time. What was that question again?
Do men believe in second chances? Now, I will say this. I do think that men are a lot more hopeless romantic than women give us credit for. That, you know, if we're really into a woman, we kind of always hold out that hope that it could be or that it could have been if it ended. And I think they're open to second chances when it comes to that. It's like, well, this could be, this could work, or this could be, this almost is perfect. And they would like that opportunity for that to be. That I do believe, 100%. You know, that kind of hopeless romantic part of it, you know, and the second chances or long lost love or your first love or something. Yeah, I think that's possible. You know. Some men, if they might revisit a previous relationship, it's because it's comfortable. It's familiar, you know. They kind of know certain ins and outs and the quirks about that person. And some of the, again, ladies, this goes back to what we said in another podcast. This goes back to guesswork. You know, some men there's no guesswork when it comes to certain things with your ex. You kind of know certain things. You know the baggage. You know the issues. You know the questions that she's going to ask or whatever, and you might want to revisit that just because it's familiar.
Yeah, but also, But during that breaking between the breakup, there could have been some changes to learn some new habits and some new traits, and that you got to be prepared for.
Right.
There's going to be some differences.
Yeah.
A lot.
So I think that's it. This is a short one for this show, ladies. Thank everybody for listening. We appreciate it. If you got a question, call it in 813-534-0169. If you have a question, you want to text it in 813-534-0169. Leave a voicemail or text in your question. We will get back to you. I may reach out and see if you want to actually say your question live on the air and do like an audio recording. We'll do that. We got some of those coming up in some future episodes. But again, text in your question, 813-534-0169. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you feel. Leave your comments. Please like, share, subscribe. Check us out on all the social media handles. Thank everybody again for listening and enjoy the rest of your week. Goodbye.